Here you go, guys. Flat Rock Creek. A nice bass. It's a beautiful bass, legal size. It's awesome. All right, guys, Two Passions Fishing here. Come down here to do a little bit of channel cat fishing. As you can see, it's a beautiful place. I'm here in Ohio. I'm about 45-minute drive from home, where I live in Indiana. Come down here to do some channel cat fishing. I'm still doing the Flat Rock Creek tour. This is actually just about one of the last bridges, and I'll have one more to go. And this flows right in and out of Auglaize River. So one of the widest part of this creek is right here, this bridge here. And I just got done fishing. I caught a couple channel catfish, which I'll have on video later. They're not real big, but they're a fun catch. I really like, there's trails here as well. They got trails marked here. It's a pretty cool place. I've walked the trail, probably about a couple hundred feet. It goes up pretty far. The Buckeye Trail. Closed to all motorized vehicles. It's a pretty cool place. I've never been here before, and I drove by it, but I never came down here to fish it. So finally today I did. There's a nice home back there in the woods. This part here is posted. They got a boat dock down there. But yeah, since I've been doing this tour in Ohio, it's probably, I think it's my 5th bridge that I fished on. This is probably one of the better bridges that I actually caught a lot of fish out of. But you see, it's a pretty wide area. It's a beautiful area for a creek. The creek mouth is right there where my finger's pointing. Narrows out right there and it comes into this big pool of water. It's shallow right in here. It gets deep right in here with the current. It's fairly deep. It's a beautiful place, and a nice parking place right where my Jeep's at. Got a little dipping area, probably fit 2 or 3 cars in there. And get right down in there, the rocks. There's plenty of room under the bridge for my friend 6'3" frame to go underneath without bending over. But there's one thing I want to share on this video. I guess the title of this video, Talking Trash, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna talk trash. I tell you, it really burdens me, guys. It really tears me up, because here's a nice parking place. We got trails. It's just a matter of time, guys, that we can lose rights to a place like this. Just a matter of time. There's a few places I know over in Indiana that I fish. One of my favorite spots to fish. There's a matter of time that we're gonna lose those spots. But look at this. I come down here and just see this trash just littered all through here. Look at that. Just right down the line here. I mean, it comes right through here. I mean, we got trash right down in here. Styrofoam, dinner plates, aluminum cans, bags. I mean, it just keeps going right down to the creek. It really burdens me to see this. I mean, I love to fish just as much as the next guy. Oh, there's another trail right here too. These trails are all marked, so I didn't know this stuff even existed. So I guess I'm excited about this tour. And so you guys just follow the bridges. I'm just doing a Flat Rock Creek tour, and eventually I'll go towards Indiana, where Flat Rock Creek actually fades out. So this actually goes right up to Auglaize River. So yeah, back to the trash talk. This really burns me. You can check this out. This is fresh. I mean, somebody just had a machete here. Just bought a machete. Look at how fresh that package is. I mean, just busted it open, threw it in the ground. I just threw it down to show you guys. I'm gonna pick that up into this video. I mean, just, it's crazy. Here's a whistle, 4-function whistle. I mean, a brand new package. You know, I'll just get the whistle out, let's throw it in the ground. Oh well. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, we got an 8-inch cast iron skillet, so they must have been a cookout. So if I go on this trail, you got the machete, you got a whistle, and they got a skillet. So my guess is we're back in this trail somewhere and had a little camp out. So I would hate to go back there and see these same individuals. Hate to see what their camp would look like. But yeah, I'm gonna pick all this up. There's crazy stuff. I don't like it. I want to take you to the next spot, guys. It's worse than this. I used to fish it when I was a kid, and fished it even in my adulthood. I did some serious catfishing there. Caught some serious channel catfish. Fish out of there, out of the St. Joseph River. And it's a really neat place. A lot of people fish there. And I'm going to take you there next. I'll take you over there next, and I'll show you the worst results. I'll show you the results of it. What happens if this continues? Yeah, we're gonna lose our rights. I mean, there's a place over in Indiana that it's another beautiful place where I get bait. It's Cedar Creek. It's a big pool of water. But you catch multiple species of fish out of there, bass, channel catfish, flatheads, all kinds of fish. Great fishing. I mean, you park beside the road, great parking area, but there's trash littered there all the time as well. Same's there. I mean, all it's going to take is the county, is people who are driving by, even though they don't live next there, they may live 2 miles down the road. But all it's going to take is people getting together, county getting together, and they're going to fence it off. They're going to say, okay, that's a sore eye over there. You got people driving by, and call it a sore eye, get a hold of the county, say, hey, I wish you guys would do something about that. All the trash litter over there, and it's flowing down in Cedar Creek, and Cedar Creek goes right down in the middle of town where I live, Auburn, Indiana. And with that trash flowing down through there, they're gonna shut it down. I mean, I cringe and shiver. I mean, I get upset because when I see that trash, it's just a matter of, it's on a borderline. It's just a matter for somebody just to get upset. It only takes one person to get upset and start something, and we're gonna lose our rights there. It's a beautiful place to fish. And another beautiful part of it over there in Indiana is that I watch a couple of young men pulling a nice channel catfish in there. I mean, you ought to see the excitement on their faces. I mean, they were excited. They really were. They were very excited when they brought that fish in, and took pictures and everything. You know, that's a highlight for me when I see that. And these men were young enough to be my kids. I mean, they're in their high teens, low 20s, and they were excited when they caught that fish. You know, I would hate to see for them to lose the rights to fish there. And I mean, for bank fishermen like myself and many others, there's not a whole lot of fishing access for us bank fishermen. very little, and it's I would hate to see us lose it. So I'm gonna pick all this up. I mean, everywhere I go to fish, I pick up this trash, and I'm gonna put some links in the end of my video. Maybe there's a couple organizations that I'm involved with. I'll take a shot of my bumper sticker here. Right here is Fishing 5 Gallon Challenge. Check them out. You can find them on Facebook. I'll put those links on the end of my video. But yeah, get involved with these organizations. They're really good organizations. Really gets you motivated, and also gets involved with, make good friends there, and it really helps you to know there's other people out there doing the same thing what you're doing. But yeah, I suggest too, bring trash bags. I can probably look back, I'll show you back my truck, but I bring trash bags. You get the cheap ones from the dollar store. I save the good ones for home. Get the cheap ones, and make sure you wear gloves. I always wear gloves. I keep a box of The trash bags are back there under a bunch of stuff. I'll get them out, but yeah, get some gloves. Make sure you put them on because you never know what has been touched. You know, there's a lot of germs on there, especially the stuff that's going on nowadays. But yeah, that's horrible when you see this. And trust me, I've seen it worse than this, but this is bad enough. I mean, this is bad enough. I mean, even if there's a couple cans there, that's bad enough. I mean, you get the stuff in the waters, and that metal and stuff rusts. I mean, it puts a contamination in the water, and the fish get caught up in those plastic bags. And I mean, this is a beautiful environment, beautiful creation. God created us to take care of it, and He's given man dominion to take care of it, and we ought to do that. So I'm gonna take you to the next. I'll take you to the next spot, and I'll show you the results of this. If this continues, I'll show you the results in the end of it. What happens at a good fishing spot, a good place where you enjoy just to be there, to hang out, to fish and camp. And I'll take you to that spot now. Hi everybody, Two Passions Fishing. Jamie here, Jamie Miller. We're here at this next spot I was telling you about, St. Joseph River. Really quick add on here, this road actually closes down here when this river floods, and it floods bad. This whole road is usually covered all the way across over this creek, and usually goes into the woods all the way through there. So it closes down a lot because of flooding. As this river takes a really sharp bend right here and overflows right across the road here. So there's many times in the spring and throughout the summer, or even the fall for that matter, this road closes down. So back to trash talk. Told you I was going to take you to the next spot. We're here in Indiana, the St. Joseph River. We was at the first place was Ohio, and as I said, it's a great place to fish. I come down here. I didn't fish this as much as like the other places I fish, but I do come down here and fish for channel catfish. It's a great place to fish. Channel catfish, flathead. We've got a deep hole right there. I mean, this is a great place to fish right there. That's where I fish a lot. But I fish a lot over there for the sake of you can put the campfire, you can put up the fire and be there all night long. There's fish that jump there. So as you can see, I want to make sure I'm on. I shut myself off earlier. As you can see, look at the trash. I mean, here's another place where you can get down here off this bridge and get down and fish and tell these people here, looked at me last night. The mud looks pretty fresh. Trash looks fresh. See the aluminum cans down there. People left down there. You come over here. Bait containers. There's a cap to this bowl for that bait container. I mean, we're out of night crawlers, you know, it's just the trash on the ground. We don't want to take that with us. I mean, just trash everywhere. It's just crazy. It's irresponsible. And I'm going to take you to the place, a spot where a lot of us went off the side of the road here and just parked here. And you can build a fire and hang out here all night long. And the landowner was actually generous enough because, I mean, of course we can get down here to this bridge. We can get down on this bridge. This is all county, you know. We can get down here, but over here, this is the landowner over here. He was generous enough to leave that open and for people to fish. But the crazy part of it, of this story is, I mean, we're dealing with trash like cans and McDonald's bags, whatever, you know, plastic bags. People actually come over here and pull their trucks or whatever they have and load refrigerators, junk dryers, washers, and just unload it right there and hoping the river would rise and flood it away. But this is it right here, guys. All weeded up. This used to be mowed down real nice. Check it out. That's all fenced up. Landlord got tired of it. It's all fenced up, barbed wired. All in the video. Hope you can see that. All fenced up. You got a big, nice, dead log here. just to support the fence. I mean, it's shameful, man. We used to go right down here on the bank, you know, and put up a fire and just camp there all night long, but you can't go there anymore. I mean, now if anybody gets in there, it's trespassing. You can see right here, you can see what these signs say. But he did have signs up here. Probably somebody ripped them off. He did have signs up here as no trespassing. But obviously, you know, the fence speaks for itself. No trespassing. Yeah, it's just shameful. I mean, people just dump off their trash, and I tell you, it's a matter of time to lose our rights. It's a matter of time to lose our rights, our fishing, bank fishing access rights. And we don't have a whole lot of them around. So, just want to show you this end result. If we continue to dump our trash in public areas where we're allowed to fish, this is actually what could happen. I mean, people are going to be fed up with it. And like I said, it only takes one person to start the fire to end our fishing spots. And they'll even stiffen the laws, you know. You might even have to, you know, there's these fishing spots, these state parks, and in certain areas, they might actually stiffen the law where you're allowed to take pop cans, pop bottles, or they'll limit your supply of going to these places to fish. They can actually do that. So, well, here I am. So 2 Passions Fishing. Just want to show you the result. I mean, just pass it on. I'm going to involve these organizations. They motivate, they encourage, and it's great organizations to be involved with and to help along and to keep our environment clean. So remember, just take care of God's creation, help along. I know it's not, most of you guys, it's not your trash, but man, if you can pick it up, wherever you fish at. I mean, most of us cat fishermen have a little bit of time anyway on the bank, waiting for poles to bend. So you got trash, just pick it up while you're there. So this is 2 Passions Fishing. I love you guys. Take care, trust Christ for life.